Have you ever finished a workout and felt a strange twinge in your back, or maybe noticed your spine just doesn't feel as strong as it used to? If you're over 60, you might chalk these moments up to aging, but they could be your body's way of sounding an alarm. The truth is, there are 6 common exercises that countless seniors do every single day, thinking they're staying healthy, when in reality, they're quietly damaging their spine. These moves can lead to chronic pain, serious injuries, or even rob you of the ability to move freely and live life on your terms. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up exercise to protect your spine. In this video, we're going to reveal 6 exercises that could be harming your spine after 60, and more importantly, the safer alternatives doctors recommend to keep you strong, mobile, and pain-free. These aren't myths or guesses. They're based on real insights from medical experts and patterns seen in seniors who maintain a healthy spine well into their later years. Stay with me until the end, because you might be doing one of these exercises right now without realizing the damage it's causing. By making a few simple changes, you can stay active, protect your spine, and keep doing the things you love. Let's dive in. Picture 2 neighbors, both 65 years old, both dedicated to staying fit. One exercises regularly, moves with ease, and rarely deals with back pain. They walk confidently, garden for hours, and play with their grandkids without a second thought. The other loves staying active too, but lately they've been feeling stiffness, aches, or even sharp pains in their back after certain workouts. They're starting to avoid activities they once enjoyed, and they're worried about what this means for their future. What's the difference? The first person chooses exercises that support their spine, while the second is unknowingly stressing it with moves that do more harm than good. The first exercise you need to watch out for is sit-ups or crunches. You might think these are the best way to build a strong core, and maybe they were a staple in your workouts when you were younger. But after 60, the repetitive bending of your spine during sit-ups puts dangerous pressure on your spinal discs, which can lead to herniations, pinched nerves, or chronic lower back pain. Studies show that seniors who do high-impact core exercises like crunches are more likely to develop back issues over time. Think about Linda, a 67-year-old who swore by her daily ab routine. She started noticing a dull ache in her lower back after her workouts, but she brushed it off as normal soreness. She didn't realize her sit-ups were compressing her spine, setting her up for long-term pain. Instead, doctors recommend a safer alternative, the plank. Hold your body in a straight line, resting on your forearms and toes for 10 to 20 seconds at a time. This strengthens your core without bending your spine, keeping your back safe and stable. If you're still doing sit-ups, it's time to make the switch. Your spine will thank you. The second exercise that could be damaging your spine is heavy deadlifts. Lifting heavy weights off the ground might feel empowering, like you're proving you've still got it. Maybe you've been doing deadlifts for years to keep your muscles strong. But after 60, the stress of heavy deadlifts can strain your lower back, especially if your form isn't perfect. And even the most experienced lifters can slip up. Research has found that seniors who lift heavy weights without flawless technique are at a higher risk of spinal injuries like disc bulges, muscle strains, or even vertebral fractures. Take John, a 64-year-old who prided himself on his gym routine. He loved deadlifting to maintain his strength, but he started feeling sharp pains in his lower back that lingered for days, sometimes weeks. He thought he was just pushing himself too hard, but his heavy deadlifts were overloading his spine. The safer alternative? Partial range of motion deadlifts with light weights or resistance bands. Stand tall, hinge at your hips, and lower the weight or band just to your knees before standing back up. This builds strength without putting your spine under dangerous pressure. If you're still doing heavy deadlifts, don't wait for pain to force you to stop. If you're finding this helpful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any tips to keep you healthy and strong. Now, let's talk about the third exercise, high-impact running or jogging. Running might seem like the ultimate way to stay fit, keep your heart healthy, and maybe even hold on to that youthful energy. You might have been pounding the pavement or hopping on the treadmill for decades, and it's hard to imagine giving it up. But after 60, the repetitive impact on your spine can compress your vertebral discs and lead to conditions like spinal stenosis, degenerative disc disease, or chronic back pain that makes even simple movements uncomfortable. Studies show that seniors who engage in high-impact activities like running are more likely to develop spinal issues over time. Picture Susan, a 66-year-old who loved her morning jogs through the park. She started feeling stiffness in her lower back after her runs, and soon, the pain spread to her hips, making it hard to sit for long. She thought it was just her body slowing down, but the constant jarring from running was wearing down her spine. Doctors recommend a safer alternative, brisk walking or water aerobics. Walking at a steady pace or exercising in a pool gives you the same cardio benefits without the harsh impact on your spine. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes a day to keep your heart pumping and your back happy. If running's still part of your routine, it's time to rethink it and give your spine the break it deserves. The fourth exercise is one that catches a lot of seniors by surprise. Overhead weightlifting, like shoulder presses with heavy weights. You might think lifting weights overhead is a great way to keep your shoulders and arms strong. And maybe it's been a cornerstone of your workouts for years. But after 60, the awkward positioning can compress your spine and strain your neck, especially as your spinal flexibility naturally decreases with age. Research shows that seniors who do overhead lifts with heavy weights are more likely to experience cervical spine issues, pinched nerves, or even radiating pain down their arms. Consider Frank, a 68-year-old who loved his gym sessions. He started noticing neck pain and a tingling sensation in his arms after his overhead presses, but he dismissed it as normal soreness from working out. What he didn't know was that the weight was putting dangerous pressure on his spine, risking long-term damage. The safer alternative? Seated resistance band exercises. Sit in a chair, hold a resistance band with both hands, and pull it upward to work your shoulders without stressing your spine. Start with light resistance and do 10 reps at a time. If you're still lifting heavy weights overhead, make the switch now to protect your spine and keep moving pain-free. If you're still with me, comment number 4 below to let me know you're finding this valuable. The fifth exercise that could be harming your spine is toe touches or deep forward bends. Bending forward to touch your toes might feel like a classic stretch, something you've done since gym class to keep your body limber. Maybe it's been part of your warm-up routine for decades. But after 60, this move can overstretch the ligaments in your lower back and put undue pressure on your spinal discs, increasing the risk of injury, chronic pain, or even disc herniations. Studies show that seniors who do repetitive forward bending exercises are more likely to develop lower back pain or disc issues that make everyday activities harder. Think about Carol, a 65-year-old who loved her daily stretching routine. She started feeling a sharp pain in her lower back after her toe touches, but she thought she was just being stiff from sitting too long. Her forward bends were actually straining her spine, putting her at risk. Doctors recommend a safer alternative, the cat-cow stretch. Get on your hands and knees, gently arch your back up like a cat, then dip it down like a cow, moving slowly for 30 seconds. This keeps your spine flexible without overextending it, helping you stay loose without the risk. If toe touches are part of your routine, it's time to try something new to keep your back safe and strong. The sixth and final exercise is one that too many seniors do without a second thought. Twisting movements with weights, like Russian twists. Twisting your torso while holding a weight might seem like a great way to work your core. Keep your midsection strong, and maybe even trim your waistline. But after 60, the rotational stress on your spine can lead to disc injuries, aggravate existing back issues, or even cause fractures in weakened vertebrae, especially if your bones have lost density over time. Research shows that seniors who do high-torque twisting exercises are more likely to experience spinal strain or other complications that can limit their mobility. Imagine Thomas, a 69-year-old who loved his fitness classes at the community center. He started feeling a nagging pain in his mid-back after his Russian twists, but he thought it was just muscle soreness from a tough workout. The twisting was actually putting his spine at risk, setting him up for potential injury. The safer alternative? seated torso rotations, without weights. Sit in a chair, cross your arms over your chest, and gently rotate your upper body side to side for 10 reps. This strengthens your core without twisting your spine too far, keeping you strong without the danger. If you're still doing weighted twists, stop now and try this instead. If you're still watching, comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips to stay strong and healthy. Now that you know these 6 exercises, sit-ups, heavy deadlifts, high-impact running, overhead weightlifting, toe touches, and twisting movements, take a moment to reflect. Are you doing any of these in your routine? Are you feeling aches, stiffness, or pains that you've been brushing off as just part of getting older? The good news is that you don't have to stop exercising to protect your spine. By swapping these risky moves for safer alternatives like planks, partial deadlifts, brisk walking, resistance band exercises, cat-cow stretches, and seated rotations, you can stay strong, active, and pain-free. Start today. Pick one of these alternatives and try it for 5 minutes. Build from there, and you'll be amazed at how much better your back feels, how much more energy you have, and how much more confident you move. The goal isn't just to avoid back pain, it's to keep doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, playing with your grandkids, hiking with friends, or simply moving through your day without worry. Your spine is the backbone of your independence, and the choices you make now can keep you strong, mobile, and free for years to come. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Your support helps us keep creating content to inspire and inform you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.